Hello, let's play Connections for Saturday, June 6th. But first, we reveal our dad joke of the day and this day in history. So, being an astronaut is funny. It's the only job where you get fired before you start work. All right. And I do not have a dad joke for tomorrow, so if you do have one, feel free to comment and upload the ones that you enjoyed. My members haven't really been commenting too many of them, so I'm just opening it up to anybody who wants to. All right. And what do you think happened on June 6th, 1944? A lot of you may know this one. Allied powers launched D-Day invasion. On June 6, 1944, the Allied powers crossed the English Channel and landed on the beaches of Normandy, France, beginning the liberation of Western Europe from Nazi control during World War II. Within 3 months, the northern part of France would be freed, and the invasion force would be preparing to enter Germany, where they would meet up with Soviet forces moving in from the east. All right. I'd like to thank the following members for starting a new month. Thank you to Abigail and Osis Sage, and a very special thanks to Kuljit Gandhi for a full year as a member. Happy anniversary. All right. Well, let's play Connections. We're finding 4 groups of 4. We've got Dinner Express Post Round, Dragon Register Times Shaft, Display Monitor Stake Stink, Betray Basilisk, Drafting and Pull. I mean, a dragon and a basilisk are mythical lizards. I don't see any more mythical lizard. Oh, there's a monitor lizard, but that's not mythical. Maybe, I think skink might be a lizard. Something's telling me that it is. So the question is, I mean, I know there's bearded dragons, so there is a dragon lizard that's real. The question is there a basilisk that's real? I'm not sure. I'm going to mark this as blue, potentially less known trivia. We can always adjust, and we'll see if it's actually a category or not. All right. Maybe basilisk doesn't belong, and there's another lizard here that's actually real. I'm talking about bearded dragons being real, not regular dragon, not just dragon, but express post. A post and a stake are kind of just similar things. A pole, a shaft. So this is probably yellow, just like a stick in the ground, basically. All right. I don't know about shaft. Is shaft going to be correct for that? I don't know what they're labeled the category, but I feel like that's what fits here. Drafting. The action of drafting. Drafting is like being right behind the car in front of you. Drafting in their wake. You can also like draft people into the military. Ways to get into the military: you register, you get drafted. I don't know. Display, round, express. Dinner's interesting. There's dinner bell. Are we blank bell? I don't see other bells. Darn. Betray is interesting. It ends in tray. Starts with B. Starts with bet, ends with ray. This ends in play. Draft. Round. Times and round feel like mathy terms. You can round a number, you can times it, multiply it. I don't know about that though. I don't see 2 others. Express lane. Express. You can express your feelings. I don't know. Register. So, I mean, an express lane would have a cash register. I've been struggling with connections recently. I think I'm just not getting enough sleep. I know I'm not getting enough sleep, and I might attribute it to that. But also, I feel like they just have gotten harder at the same time. We'll see. I mean, display is next to monitor, which makes me think they don't actually go together. I think blue is still fine. All right, so there should still be a greenish category if my colors are right, and then purple. So let's look for what purple might be, because I obviously am not seeing green. Round, times, express, register. Express ends in press. It could be a fill in the blank for sure. I feel like dinner's probably got something with fill in the blank, like dinner bell was my example. But dinner time. Time. Dinner roll. How about betray? If we're not just using letters from betray, what could that be doing? You can like betray your feelings, like your face betrays your feelings. You can express your feelings. Maybe register and display. I mean, maybe these aren't like feelings related, but I feel like these are like a category for showing something, revealing, showing, recognizing. I don't know. So that leaves dinner, times, round, and drafting, if I'm right, and that's probably purple. Is there a drafting fill in the blank that I haven't thought of? Times New Roman, drafting New Roman. New York Times, New York drafting. Round. Times Square. You have a square meal. That doesn't really work. Square round, a round square. You know what? I'm just gonna trust myself and say this is purple, and I don't know what it is. Okay. Table. Dinner table, drafting table. Oh, drafting like writing or sketching out. Round table, like the Knights of the Round Table, and times table. You memorize your times tables. All right, and I do think that the types of lizards is blue. Things that belong to a group. Dragon, monitor, basilisk, skink. Okay. Yep. And so now I think I think betray, display, register, and express is a little bit harder of a category. It's a little bit so that I think they're going to make that green. They did indicate as and it was emotion related. Okay. This is a stick in the ground, a pillar. Okay. That's what I said. Yeah, I got a reverse rainbow. Nice. Ah, I wasn't scrolled right again. Darn it. I hate when I'm not scrolled right because it makes the edit so much harder. All right. Anyway. They changed the opening screen in a kind of a subtle way where there used to be white bars on the bottom and top, and so I could line up my scroll based on how I recognize those white bars, but now it's all just purple. And so now I'm messing up the scroll more often. And I don't want to go into the puzzle because I want you to see my first look at it. But I'll figure it out. I'll get used to it again. All right, let's look at the difficulty. Huh. Newspaper table type thing. 2.5. Okay. 58% solve right. Yeah, okay. So people are struggling on this one. Reverse rainbow is 1 in 106. Nice. People are getting blue and yellow. Those are the first two I saw. Some people are getting purple first, but not many. This is a winning games. Same deal. And people who are losing are getting either nothing or getting like yellow and blue. Yeah, so 11% got nothing. Oh, so the highest is 14% getting yellow and blue. And then 11% get nothing, 11% get yellow only, 3% get blue only. What's interesting is of the winning games, blue first is tied with yellow. But of all games, people are getting yellow more often than blue and then losing. So it's interesting. So maybe knowing, I mean, but these people knew blue and it didn't help. There's a few things you have to know, I guess. There's some Venn diagram of it. Anyway, dinner round display drafting. I think display table is a thing. So this is just recognizing blank table, but not solving the whole puzzle before getting purple. And there were 5 options for it. Express post register times. So this is a red herring pretending to be a rainbow herring, where blue is missing from it. But I do think monitor is part of our rainbow herring. So because these are names of newspapers, right? Common like part of names of newspapers: Times, Register, Post, Monitor. So I think they intended monitor to be part of the rainbow herring, but people are more often falling for. Here it is: Express Post Times Monitor. People are more often putting Express Post Register Times instead of Monitor. Okay. There's a lot of that. I don't really want to look at these. All right. First, people are getting yellow, blue, and in equal measure. And then like the two versions of our rainbow herring here. So it's a rainbow herring with an extra. So there's 5 options for a category that isn't a category. That's hard. All right. I didn't recognize the rainbow herring. Maybe if I had, I would have had an easier time. All right. Cool. Well, how'd you do?